Hi everyone, it's me, Coco. Today I'm going to do the art style challenge. But before we begin, I want to give a shout out to my weekly Discord art contest winner. This week's goal was to draw Wolfie in a Disney art style. Congratulations to Shitter Shed for winning the contest. Link to their channel will be in the description. And if you don't want to miss out weekly art contests, don't forget to join my Discord server. And we are starting the art style challenge. I'm not used to making voiceovers, so I'm sorry if it will sound bad. For this video, I will be drawing Milo C. Xenon, and I'm starting out with my art style. Now, you might think that drawing in my own style would be the easiest, but I definitely struggled on this. I recently had an art block, and after it kinda ended, I realized I like drawing sharp teeth for some reason. I don't know why, I just do. At the beginning, you saw me trying to draw Xenon with an open mouth, but I figured that expression won't fit his personality. Another thing, I realized I haven't really drawn my characters in my drawing style. I only drew them in my simple animation style, so I still had to figure out how he would look like, because in my animation style, his head is kinda more of a square shape. Part of my art style is that I really like using rough pencil for my line art, because I like the sketchy looks it gives. I really like sketchy looks when the line art not completely straight and smooth. Also, I color my line art except the eyes because I like making the eyes stand out more. For coloring and shading, I just recently started trying to shade with watercolor. Most of my art is just cell shading, but I really want to learn how to do digital paintings. But I still struggling with that. I know people merge all layers, even the line art, but when I do that, my brushes mix together with other colors near it, and I don't know what to do about it. So here you see me shading each color on a separate layer, but I'm still learning, so it's fine. I get a lot of compliments on the way I draw my eyes. I'm not sure if I'm happy with the way I drew the eyes on this piece, but drawing eyes is probably one of my favorite parts. Also, people ask me to do a tutorial, but I don't really want to. First reason is because I'm learning and I don't want to make a tutorial for something I have to watch tutorials to learn how to do. I literally binge watched a bunch of eye tutorials and took out my favorite parts to come up with my way of drawing them. And the second reason is my way of drawing eyes is not consistent. Sometimes I use a lot of layers, sometimes not so many. Every single time I use different brushes to add details. Sometimes I set layers to overlay, sometimes to multiply. Sometimes I make the reflection white, sometimes blue, sometimes pink, or all colors together. So basically, my way of drawing eyes is just add a bunch of random stuff until it looks good. And the last important detail, I really like putting paper texture over my art. To do that, I just put a picture of paper and set the layer with it to multiply. I really like papery, sketchy looks. And I think that's it for my art style. Honestly, I was kinda happy with it, but after I finished this art style challenge, I kinda looked at mine and I was like, no, I don't like this. But it's fine, no one is perfect, I'm still learning, I have time to improve. Next art style is Adventure Time. It was kinda hard because there was not a lot of cat characters to reference. At first I was trying to figure out what kind of head shape I want Xenon to have. I tried having it just like a circle or have it like a half circle with no neck, kinda like Jake has. But I went with the circle one because Jake's shape didn't really look like Xenon. The lines in Adventure Times are pretty consistent, so I turned off my pressure sensitivity. Also, I noticed in some places two different colors were separated with a black line, but in some places it wasn't. I first tried using the black line to separate the blue and the red parts, but I figured it looks weird, so I didn't do it. And for the eyes, I wasn't sure how I want to make them. if I wanted them to be just two dots or if I wanted them to be big like Jake's. At the end, I just went with kinda in between. I'm not sure if this looks like Adventure Time, but here you go. Would you think this character would belong in the show? I don't know, tell me what you think. Nextel is one of my favorite, Disney art style. I actually get a lot of inspiration from it. At one point I remember my style looked really similar to Disney, but then I kinda went away from it. But then I came back to it, and then went away from it again. I don't know. Basically, first I did a sketch, and for the liner I used a pencil because in some places the lines are a little transparent than the others. Also, some Disney movies have colored line art and some don't, so I just colored it. I don't know if I have much to say about this style, but I'm really happy with the way it turned out at the end. Next up is Little's Pet Shop, or LPS. Often people tell me my art style reminds them of LPS. And you know, that makes a lot of sense. I used to be addicted to LPS before. And probably without even realizing it, I got inspired from them. I never was actually into the show, but I had a lot of LPS toys and I would make a lot of houses for them. But I found some pictures from the show to reference. First, they have big eyes, and that's something I like. The lines were consistent, so I turned off my pen pressure again. When I was making line art, I noticed that characters with hair have little hair details, so I did that for Xenon as well. And also, all the line art is colored except the eyes. And also, the eyes have a lot of small details. Yeah, I was definitely inspired by LPS. I just realized LPS is probably what got me into furry art because before I used to draw a lot of humans and flowers, but now I draw a lot of animals, and that's happened after I had a lot of LPS. And I think that's it for this art style. Do you think this character would belong in the LPS show? Next, I'm going to try to draw in Tim Burton's art style. I don't know anything about him, and I don't know anything about his work. I only know this art style exists, and I really wanted to try something creepy, so I chose this. And I really like it. The lines are sketchy and go all over the place, and I had lots of fun making the line art for this. I don't remember what brush I used for the line art, but I think it was some kind of ink pen. Also, I made the colors darker than his original colors to fit the art style even more. At first I made the eyes yellow, and I did like how it looked, but I thought the lighter color would make it look more like his art style. And I really like how it turned out at the end. I think this one and Disney are my two favorites so far. And for my last art style, I decided to ask you guys on my Discord server to send me examples of your art styles, and I would choose one person. And for this, I chose Joshi Potato's art style. There was a lot of people with unique art styles, but this one stood out for me the most. If you don't want to miss any events like that, then don't forget to join my Discord server. About the style, the lines looked pretty consistent, but they did have a sharp edge at the end. And even though the style looks pretty simple, I did struggle on it because I tried to make it look as close as possible. I don't really have much to say about this, but yeah. And also, I will leave a link to Joshi Potato in the description below. And here's my art style challenge. Hope you like it, and tell tell me which one is your favorite from this video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out other videos. Also, if you want a chance of your fan at getting featured, don't forget to tag me on Instagram or join my Discord server. Now, I have to go. Bye bye!